Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where today I have arrived here in Jirush, where I need to talk to some people to find out if I could find any information about Balakhad's location. Hello there!
I'm sorry, I know nothing.
Please, leave me be. I do not wish to speak with you. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have been trying to ask these questions right next to a guard. Yeah, that may make some people jittery. Oh, how about right next to the stable master?
I have nothing to say to you. Please move along.
Please do not disturb me. We have troubles enough without such as you drawing the attention of soldiers from the fortress. Oh, I can see what's making her nervous. All right, so the first two people were worried about because one, we had a soldier right next to them, and the second person I questioned, well, there was a soldier walking towards us. Oh, actually, let me wait until the soldier has passed by and maybe is out of earshot or something. Yeah, okay. Hello there.
No one wishes to speak with you?
No one should speak to you about the man the soldiers apprehended outside the city gates several days ago. I'm not surprised. My neighbors do not wish to draw the eyes of their occupiers upon them again, for to do so might brand them as rebels against the empire. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yes. They have not my courage and discretion, apparently, that he shut up right before that soldier walked by. No, I am not afraid of the soldiers who live in the fortress, but if I am to answer your questions, I need some assurance that it will be worth my while. All right, he's thinking of it as the soldier walks by, of course. Listen, I am a craftsman of fine things, but with fewer caravans passing along the road of the riches, I need to price my individual wares more highly than before. If you bring me the sharp jackal teeth that I need for the necklace I am making, I will tell you what I know about this man that you seek. Yes, jackals can be found in the outside of the city throughout the sands of Kudzagin. Now remember, only the sharpest of these teeth will suffice for my purpose and earn you the answers that you desire. I notice that he made sure he talked only about the jackals. That's the card walked by. Alright, so people are going to be at the very least discreet. So now, I think I also have a contact that I wished to find somewhere in here. Someone who wanted an audience with us. And I believe this is the person right here. So I will show him the coin from seeing it. And he doesn't understand what it is, then obviously it's the wrong person.
Nico, it is good to see you.
As you reveal the coin to the man, he holds up a hand. The first lesson you must learn is discretion. Oh yeah, definitely the person I'm looking for. Yes. There is an appearance of freedom here, but ever watchful are the eyes of the Orakai on the rise of the Northwest. We struggle for the future of our land and our people. Our leaders are few, hidden for the safety of and for their families. The few who remain here are vigilant in their watch and defense. You bear a gift that we send north to our cousins, the Umbarul. If they sent you here, then you shall be tested. Prove your value and your ingenuity, and we welcome your assistance. Do not, and, well, you will suffer the fate of our enemies. Ooh, wonderful. Okay, so we are going to have to be careful with this one. So, what is this test entail? Find out. It's a separate quest, apparently. Oh, what is this? Quest within Tales of Kudzagin.
It is a new day.
To prove your sincerity and ability, I have a simple task. The elders overseeing the continued functioning of this outpost do so for reasons selfish or selfless. One among them allies with our cause. One among them allies with our cause. Okay. The others we bear no ill, but their metal is not strong enough to withstand an Orchai whip, and our trust cannot be misplaced. Meet with the elders. They will each provide a gift of water, as is customary. One will gift you the water differently than the others. We shall test your perception when you return. Fair? Alright, you're talking about water and how they gift the water. Okay. And then you'll test our perception. About the water or about something else? The first person I need to speak with is a merchant. And quite a wealthy merchant, too. Hello there. Iqbal regards you with disdain. Still, a servant brings you water, as is the custom. The man here is Iqbal, clears his throat, and beckons you. Oh? Please, do not bother Lord Iqbal. Speak with me. Oh?
Is there something you need?
My Lord Iqbal offers you water and welcome. You come to our outpost from afar, and we offer you fair warning. Jirush is a difficult place to live. My lord's desire is to return Jirush to the glory of our ancestors, a trading post grander than the caravanaries that you will undoubtedly see throughout this land. He works with the other elders here to see that we can outlast the occupation from the south. The cost is of no matter to him. Should you decide to remain in our homeland, perhaps you can find use for our services. You will be handsomely paid for your effort. Okay. So that is the first one. Iqbal, the merchant. Ah, here is the home of the Elder Zealot. Let me say something about a town that there is an Elder Zealot, but alright. Ah, here he is.
It is a new day.
Elder Zidamel opens his eyes as you approach. A servant approaches with a gift of water. Another servant bringing me water here. Have you come to hear the tale of our returning king? Do you hear his voice in the wind too? The wheels of prophecy turn. Soon he shall return and lay low the enemy who so long forced our obedience and subjugated our wills. The faithful adherents to allay the spirits of the ancestors shall know the glory and the light. Have you ventured to our lands to know this grace, foreigner? If you be an enemy, know that we shall root you out and lay you low when our king arises. But if your intentions are noble, perhaps you can assist the affirmed in settling the debts of their souls. Okay, and that is Zidamel, the Elder Zealot. Yep, that fits. Now to the Elder Carpenter Nangar, who is right over here. Hello there.
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all about.
Nangar regards you with a smile. He motions to a nearby table with flagons of water. Drink your fill, stranger. You are welcome here if your weapon does not draw the blood of our people. I am Nangar. I see to the upkeep of this outpost, and as you can tell, I need assistance. Our enemies assail us from the north and the west. They have leave us open to the desert crawlers and creatures when they reduce our defenses and steal our supplies. But we persist, and perhaps with some help from those afar, we may thrive. Hmm. He seems to be more enthusiastic, though he doesn't have a servant bring us water. The water is on the table. Okay. And now, let's see. I think this way is where we'll find the Elder Hunter. Ah, there is the Elder Hunter right up here. Now, one of the interesting things about this town is that there are no, well, there might be task boards, but there aren't any mission givers. Oh yeah, there are definitely there are task boards because I just saw. Yeah, those are right up there. But there are no mission givers, and I suspect it's because the Ordekai are keeping a close watch here, so therefore they don't want to have people openly giving out missions in this area. Hello there, and this is Malgot the Hunter. And let's see what he has to say.
Nico, it is good to see you.
Malgat looks at you as you approach and nods to a servant. The servant brings you an offering of water. So therefore, it is the carpenter who has a different style of bringing you water. Another foreigner passing through our land? Do you mean harm? Or are your intentions genuine? Time will tell your tale, I think. I am Malgut. I keep our food stores as best as I can and outfit the caravans that pass through with the materials the desert offers. Or I used to before time left the telling of my tale to others. If your intentions are genuine, you are welcome. All right. So, interesting. Oh, yeah, the servant coming in, giving me the water. So now, let's return to Siginik. I have spoken with each of the four.
Hastelgur, stranger.
I welcome your return, Pine Leaf. You have met the elders, and now I think I am prepared to test you. Oh, wonderful. It's time for the exam.
It is a new day.
The test is simple. Alas, it is not something that we should discuss in the open. When you're prepared, return to me so that we will find a place more conducive to discussions such as ours. In other words, one that's further away? Maybe? This place looks a little bit more secluded. Well, there are 3 entrances, which makes it difficult to stay secluded. Well, anyway, let's quickly go through the exam.
Hastelgur, stranger.
As I said before, one of the elders allies with our cause, and the other 3 are not our enemy. I will ask you only a few questions, and your honest answer will prove your value to us. I will begin. Iqbal, the merchant who employs the translator, is he allied with our rebellion? You know, this is a weird one. Yes. And so you're supposed to say yes, Iqbal is the elder allied to our rebellion, or tell them that is not the elder that's allied to it. Now let's say yes. Or are we supposed to do a /yes? You suggest that Iqbal is the rebellion's ally. Next.
Hastelgur, stranger.
Zidimel, the man whose fervor for prophecy, is he allied with our rebellion? And either yes or no. So we say yes.
Today is a good day.
Nangar, the keeper of the walls, is he an allied with our cause? Nangar, let me say yes. Your son Nangar is the rebellion's ally.
It is a new day.
And finally, Malgot, the elder hunter who stalks the larder and turns a profit from the desert fauna. Is he an ally with our rebellion? And here I say no. You respond he's not the ally. Now I have to say that it's the third time that I have gone through this quest sequence, and I still cannot for the life of me figure out how what I just gave were the correct answers. I had to look it up. Because to me, it sounded like it should be no, no, yes, no. But apparently, to survive this test, it has to be yes, 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 no. No idea how that is the case.
Nico, it is good to see you.
I believe you provided enough insight that we may trust you further. You must have looked it up. Oh, sorry about that. No, there will be eyes ever upon you as you venture through Hudzagin. I have absolutely no idea how what I just gave is the correct answer. I just know that's what works.
It is a new day.
You have proven your ability to perceive one of our members, or at least perceive the answer in the forums. I am pleased by this. Now, however, I must ask that you assist our outpost in a manner which appeases each of the elders and ingratiates you to each. Return to Nangar and ask him what you can do to aid the outpost of Jirush. So here he sends us to Nangar, as if Nangar was the ally all along and that was the only correct answer. But I said, I have absolutely no clue why the answer in the instance is yes, 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 no. As it is getting late in the episode, I think I'm going to go after the jackals right now and save starting the work on the elders for the next episode. So let's see if I can find some jackals out here. Ah, here's one right over here. And gotcha before you manage to get yourself hidden. Alright, good. And we'll start collecting teeth and progressing the deed that we have for jackals in here is right now 11 of 50. So, and we're going to be needing a whole lot more of them for the deed. So only 4 more for the quest. Oops, I think I've gotten here. Okay, good for you. Oh, it's an Ordekai. Well, if I'm trying to not attract the attention of the Ordekai, that was probably not the way of doing it. Oops. They're not exactly always discreet in the matter. I just have to be discreet in which was, and I think that's the Ordekai stronghold up there. So not exactly a place to go about it. I said this is not exactly a place to go about attacking Ordekai because they could probably see me up there. So yeah, a little bit more discretion as to where I go around attacking them. I know in the game it doesn't make a difference. It only makes a difference in an RP perspective, I guess. And there you go. And that is... Apparently each of these have only one good tooth left. Well, I suppose with all the stuff that they eat, shouldn't be too much of a surprise. Probably have chipped teeth all over the place or anything like that. You might find a use for the other teeth, but for the necklace, it appears that we need nice, good sharp teeth. Probably the canines. Here are your jackal teeth.
You have brought to me the jackal teeth I requested.
These teeth will become the centerpiece of my next work of craft, the sale of which will put food upon the table when next a caravan passes through Jirush. You have earned the information that I have tell you from a new friend. Ita looks over his shoulders to ensure that the guards are out of earshot. Okay, now, the greatest part of the garrison of Ordok marched north beneath the banner of the Black Serpent to fight in Balachor's war against Gondor. Oh, Bakhrush's war against Gondor, and most of them died there. Defeated stragglers returned from the campaign over the months that followed, and most of them came to gather in only the place that they believed was safe. That is why the Black Serpent flies still over Jirush. The garrison has been made strong again, and the Ordokai rule over the Khud, if nowhere else. They waylay travelers along the road of riches and enact harsh trolls from them, competing with brigands and highwaymen for the same coin. So let's see. So that means there are Black Serpent banners around here? Maybe he's only talking figuratively. Alright, the soldiers demanded a toll from the man that you sought, but he resisted. They slew his companion and dragged him into the fortress above Jerusalem. Well, they didn't quite slay him, but that's an entirely different matter. I do not know why they kept him alive. I have not seen him emerge from the fortress, so the number of his days may be few, or they're already spent. Alright, so they took Balachad to the fortress and, well, left the servant for dead, because we know that the servant is still alive. Oh yes, well, what do you say about this, Rahazi?
The man you seek was brought alive into the fortress above Jirush?
We cannot know if this guy still lives, but there's only one way to learn if it's for certain. It is time for me to call upon the promise that you made to me, Pine Leaf. I ask that you help me infiltrate the fortress. I will slay the Ordokai within, and you can search for the man that holds me captive. Before we do this, you should inform the injured man back in the caves of Gabrush that we may be able to rescue his companion. Alright, fine. I will go over to Gabrush and inform him of such. Now let's go and speak with this man and see how he reacts. Where did he go? And where's Koltek? Okay. Hello there, Corden. You wouldn't have to know what happened to Saduk.
What? Saduk is missing.
I thought Saduk's injuries were such that he couldn't move well or quickly. How could he go anywhere beneath anyone's notice? Go to the northeastern and southwestern entrances of Gabru and look for any signs of him. He surely cannot have gone far. Well, he couldn't have gone far without any help. There is also the question about where certain dwarf is. One of the strange things about this quest is when I leave that area where the cave is, I'm right here at this entrance. But, well, they want me to look at both entrances. They want me to look at the other entrance first. Why? Ah, here is the whatever exit. Well, I can see that there is a Ordokai hunter right over here, probably wondering the same thing we are. There's no sign of Saduk out in the northeastern entrance of Galburu. And I think those guards are keeping a close eye on that Ordokai. Well, now let's go back to the other entrance. Now let's look out the southwestern entrance. There's no sign of Saduk at the southwestern entrance, but a guard beckons you. Yes?
What are you seeking, stranger?
Have you seen anyone, an injured man, walking out this way? No, I have not, and I am most vigilant of my brothers. If your injured man, came this way, I would have seen him. Not only this, but if he left Galburu, he would not last very long among the rocks and stones of the Kud. Animals hardy enough to survive there would make quick meal of a man as injured as he, and that is to speak not of otherworldly evils even more frightening than the creatures of the land. Yes, if the beasts do not feast upon him, he may become the prey of Ishimi, the anguished wind that haunts the deserts of Shagana. Ever since the fall of Baruch, the whispering and the wailing of Ishimi has driven the madness strong men caught in the barren waste. I do not mean this is an insulting fashion, but the man that you have lost did not appear to be very strong to me. If he left Garburu, that Umbari man is surely dead. Well, I must say I can't disagree with him on that score. The real question is, if he is dead, did Koltek arrange it?
It is a mystery, but the solving of it must wait.
If we are to locate Balachad and fulfill our promise to Rahazi, we will need to tread with care. We have not the time to search for Sarukh. I do not understand where he may have gone. Perhaps he will turn up when we return. Well, maybe not.
I foresee one potential problem with this adventure of Rahazi's.
What is this problem, and what can we do now about helping Rahazi in this adventure? We have to find that out in the next episode of the Song of Waves and Winds.